the kind of squad they were buying, it's good to have squad depth. But when you have too many stars in a team, if care don't take it, let me shock you. What affected PSG couple of years ago will affect Liverpool.
So the Champions League match they do is over, and there's been a lot of action going on. The assists and the actions is superb. So it's great. Good that Liverpool is that's our humble person.
It's not a shocking result, but in this studio I kept saying that Liverpool being lucky from the beginning of the season we saw how they played. And I spotted something. I said, this season Liverpool transition style of football dropped. They are not there. And that is why all their wins have been now struggle. At times it has to get to 80 something, 90 before you're trying to come back from the first game of the season, winning Bournemouth 2, then Bournemouth coming to do 2-2 before that miracle happened. Your next match it was similar to the struggle. We played Newcastle with red card. Newcastle came to equalize 2 goals. Not until our Nigerian wonder boy again, Iliongo Machima came and saved you. So it was something I expected because I know, I've always said it here that Liverpool cannot maintain that kind of win till the end of the season. That kind of lose will definitely come. Yes, and losing against Crystal Palace was not a shocker to me because they played Crystal Palace in the Community Shield and Crystal Palace won them. And it's even a surprise that Crystal Palace are still doing well without the likes of Eze and the rest. Eze was the star boy last season, and he's out, and then that team is not even feeling the absence of Eze. And that's why I said, at times, it is good you build a team spirit in a team than having a group of players that play just individual football. Because if you look at Crystal Palace, you know they were not dependent on Eze. In as much as his talent in that team was needed, but his absence is not also felt. To shock you, Crystal Palace are the only club now in Europe to go unbeaten. 17 matches unbeaten in the whole of Europe. Ahead of the likes of their PSG, Barcelona, and the rest. So it's just one of those things. So I knew it was, and to shock you, even that they ruled the second goal offside, Osimhen would have had 2. And they should be passed because now my whole boy Jake scored that goal. The same Osimhen that some Liverpool fans said he was not up to the standard of Fusa. And he had to prove a point to them. But it's a good thing. And if Liverpool are not careful, I see them losing this weekend. So because this weekend I'm supporting Chelsea.
Okay. So where do you rank Victor Osimhen among top Europe standards?
Victor Osimhen for me comes, if we are doing top 5, he comes 3 for me. I will put Mbappe, Hala, then Victor Osimhen ahead of any other person in Europe. Because there's nobody that it's amazing how nobody's talking about Haaland. 50 Champions League matches and 52 goals.
So before this match, before the match against Diablos, Liverpool, according to Newcastle, the favorite to win Champions League. In fact, they were even favorite to win last season. But you know how
that's why they go always be favorite. Liverpool, Chelsea, favorite. I tell you for years, that team where Chelsea do for Club World Cup, now don't miracle. Now miracle. How football happened that day, we don't know. You get the point. That's why now they are back to the Big Boys League. Liverpool, I said it earlier, I said, see, the kind of squad they were buying, it's good to have squad depth. But when you have too many stars in a team, if care don't take it, let me shock you. What affected PSG couple of years ago will affect Liverpool. Because you can imagine that PSG once had the team, players like Messi, Di Maria, Neymar, Mbappe in one team.
Yes.
And they couldn't comfortably win Champions League. And that was why if you listen to Luis Enrique, their present coach, what you said was why they had to let Mbappe go was not because Mbappe was a bad player. He said he would rather have a group of players that score goals than depend on one player to give him the winning. So that is just, and that was what happened. That was what saved them against Barcelona yesterday. Because if they only depended on Dembele and the rest, that match would have been gone. So I'm not ruling them out, but if Liverpool try, then maybe knockout stage, 16 they land them, they come back home again.
But what do you think went wrong?
Well, I believe Liverpool this season are lucky. They have been very, very lucky. I mean, that shows you to an extent a good team.
Yeah.
Even on their bad days, they have that luck. They have that luck. So I think that is Liverpool. But you can't carry that throughout the season. Your luck will run out. Because they have not won any game comfortably. I was saying it. They have not won any game comfortably this season. They have to depend on a 93-minute penalty against Burnley to win. They have to depend on.
The same only when they sold Man U, say Man U use this thing to win them. But he reached Liverpool head now they struggle.
So they've been struggling kind of, but they were winning. Yes, they were winning, but it was not like a convincing, resounding win.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess, like I said, their luck will be better one, and they're playing against one of the best teams, mostly in form, current form, Crystal Palace, being unbeaten. So, I've been expecting to be like a straight win for Liverpool, and Crystal Palace. That shows you how good Crystal Palace is. Anyway, Liverpool has.
You don't see the same
They
for
can't continue like
this.
this. But I believe maybe they will find their feet. I was surprised that Salah did not even start because I don't know, maybe they're thinking about Chelsea in the weekend, but I don't know. But let's see how it goes for them.
Let me tell you what happened. You see that match? Them not playing Salah was due to the fact that the coach underrated the
I don't think so.
no, he underrated because you can't tell me you're benching Salah because of Chelsea. Me standing here saying I want Liverpool to lose on Saturday against Chelsea. I know we only need a miracle for that kind of thing to happen. Because Chelsea defense is shit. That day said I'm not sure na Achipong one play. Maybe Achipong and Badlashiri.
But they are two big clubs, so I believe both of them are going to bring out the best. Those kind of matches, I think there is no favorite. What I mean that even a team not in form can do perform miracle.
Yeah.
For those kind of matches, so you can't write off anyone.
But sorry sir, why are we not talking about the players Liverpool side? If Florian Wirtz was a Manchester United player by now, the whole media in the whole world would have mounted pressure on Florian Wirtz and he would even make him a more bad player. The likes of their Isak playing without to even to for a shameful thing that Ekitike has more goals than Isak.
I learned something recently. The boss of mine told me that in a winning team, there's no loser. And in a losing team, there's no winner. I don't even get my point. When the team is winning, everybody's winning. They don't look at who's flopping around. And when the team is losing, there's no winner. No matter how good you are in the team, the C carries you. So I believe that is what is covering for the Leeds and this time. Because of that winning run that they are having. So there's no loser in a winning team. So maybe when they're having this one of bad games now, maybe they'll start calling this player.
So Mourinho gave one that for holding the point against this.
Well,
Special one.
yeah,
Do you think
special one.
it's special one?
You know, everything has time.
Yeah.
I believe as now Mourinho should know when maybe a new style or something. So it's just the name and the CV that he has in the past that is still backing up. So the nice return, like I said, is he built Chelsea's legacy.
Yeah.
You know, he made Chelsea one of the most successful clubs when he came during this period. So it's a nice one, legend coming back, and like I said, you should know when his time is, rounding up. I believe now you should think about the national team job, but if you still think he has the strength to go for
football. So
It's about to think it's time for Mourinho to
um
step up.
I would not say it's time for Mourinho to step down. The reasons be that his seed is still speaks for him. And if you look at Chelsea match, Mourinho didn't really play that defensive kind of football. Of recent, I understood he has been even because I watched some of his matches in Fenerbahce. All right, and his team was not that team that was sitting back to the way he used to do. I just understood that okay, Mourinho now is if it's a crucial match and he's winning you, the moment he gets that one vital goal, that's when he can tell the team, okay, sit back. And that is what any wise team, any wise coach will do. Sit back, defend this goal. That was what Tottenham, the whole 90 Tottenham and Ange Genge football. When he got to Manchester United after putting that one goal, all of this went back to defend because they knew that was the only thing. If they wanted to come out to play Manchester United in that final, Tottenham for collect wetin no go. And even with the defense, thanks to Van der Ven for doing that goal line clearance and some other things. You can imagine the Chinese playing defense that day. So, but I just feel it's not yet time. But I was happy seeing him back at Stamford Bridge to the point where the fans were chanting his name, singing. You know, at the end of the match, there was a little clash between the Benfica fans and so he had to step into the pitch to tell Benfica fans to calm down. That's because he still remembers where he's coming from, you know. One of the teams that made him even more popular in the whole of Europe. I feel the only thing I expect the likes of Mourinho to do now, which I want to see, which Mourinho is doing but Pep have not done, is can Pep leave a big league now, go to some of these smaller leagues like the way Mourinho have done. Mourinho has gone to Italy, not to even go back to coach Inter that he used to win Champions League. Went to coach Roma, gave them the first European trophy in how many years? The second season took them to another European final before they lost and hold on. From there, you can see him go to teams like Fenerbahce that who is Fenerbahce now? Who is Turkey in Europe? You understand? But that's one thing I want to see Pep Guardiola do. Leave Man City today. Take a 1 year rest and let's hear that you're going to let's even say Norway. You want to go and coach Bodo Games.
I believe the project have to match the manager. You can't expect to be a director and then go and play, I don't know, how should I put it, salmon or something. Everybody needs to go higher, not lower. So if you are at the top of your game, I'm sure you definitely want to maintain the top. And if you are at low, you need an opponent that suits you. So I believe Guardiola at least is having some I think if you sit back, maybe you go to a club, maybe you feel that okay, you love this players, you want to do something. I believe that's I think you take on one club. But for now, it's still at the top of the game and I believe you can still compete.
No, I'm not saying he's not. All I'm just saying is, there's a way you've gotten a legacy that you are at that point of where you now become more like your impact cannot, because nobody can deny the fact that Pep is a good coach, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he has made that impact. And all we are saying is, instead of just leaving it, because both of them glaring. I can tell you, even Mourinho said it, and he said he was hoping that after Roma match, he was going to the national team until they had to bring Martinez. So he had to find another club. So I Guardiola has said it that his dream one day is to coach Spain national team. So we hope to see that right here and see what to expect.
Okay. I mean, it's two-way. Two games for I think that.
That one is not a new this thing. Even
Do you think he has changed Arsenal?
Arteta has made Arsenal play even better under Arsene Wenger. Let's be frank and let's be factual here. He has made Arsenal. The only thing with Arteta, and I think that will be his downfall in Arsenal, is him wanting to favor the Spanish players more than what he has. Do you understand? Because I still don't understand why in some matches now I'm beginning to see the Rice going back to the bench and you're playing Merino Zubimendi and whosoever is there. You get the point. I think the Carabao Cup they played Noga, Merino, Zubimendi. Three defensive midfielder against a small team that you can just catch and devour and the rest. So Arteta, my only just like I said, you favoring Spanish players more. Then number two is with the squad depth of Arsenal. And you can see why it's good to have a good squad depth because in their previous matches, it is their players, substituted players that comes to give them the result. Against Newcastle, Martinelli had to come from the bench to give them that result. Yesterday, Saka had to come from the bench to score that late winner against Olympiacos. So, if it's the time of play, now let me tell you why Arsenal will play badly this season. It's Arteta now approaches every game with extra caution and fear. That pressure and that anxiousness of I want to deliver because this season now I don't have any reason not to deliver. So, and you know, when you're anxious and scared about a thing, when you're scared of failing, you actually fail. So, that thing now is what is doing him. He just, that's why if you look at even when Arteta is approaching smaller teams, from this team selection, you'll be like, you dey fear these people, then the thing is the truth is not that he's just scared. Let me not, you know, even if it's just 1-0, let me win at the end of the day. Let it be that I won the league or won something. And as a lot of us fans have come out to say, if you win the FA Cup, win Carabao Cup, we don't still need you. You're a failure. What we need is either the Premier League or the Champions League.
People always hated him like he wasn't good enough. It was Messi, MSN. Yeah, Messi, Neymar, Suarez. I didn't believe that. Yeah, they were doing it for him in Barcelona. Sure, he had to follow himself. Yeah. Now, with this success at PSG now, you can't tell me that he's not good or he's down to MSN. So I believe he has established himself as one of the best coach and he's doing great. I'm happy for PSG, you know. It wasn't easy. They were, you know, they tried and tried. They tried to buy success, but it didn't work for them. They got one star player, and you know, the star studded team, but they didn't get it right. But they eventually found a way. They went back to scratch, and this is and eventually they got where they were. So I'm happy for them. I hope this one.
Like I said in the this thing, I said I expected a high scoring, game. I expected to see maybe 2-2,
Yeah,
4-3,
same here.
just let the goals come. But kudos to Nuno Mendes. Kudos to Hakimi.
Yeah.
That is why Nuno Mendes right now, to me,
Top 5, top 6, around the
is the best left back in the whole world now. Because this guy initial that Mbappe that what's that his name? Yamal went to do initially and people were shouting. He proved to Yamal that come. Spain, Portugal, you see anything. And yesterday he did it again. That Yamal didn't even have one shot on target in the whole of the match. And you see, it pains me that Barcelona fans rate this Yamal ahead of Rafinha because they don't value and they don't see what Rafinha brings to that team. Yeah. Last season, Rafinha had more GA in Champions League and in La Liga more than Yamal. So people are just carried away with the beautiful football he plays. He knows how to dribble. He plays an entertaining football, and you know that was the same mistake Real Madrid fans did 2 seasons ago when Rodri beat Vinicius to carry that Ballon d'Or. Because the favorite in that Madrid team was Bellingham, not even Vinicius. So they just looked at some certain things and I don't know. But to tell you the truth, I can tell you confidently, if Rafinha was in that match, Barcelona will draw or win that match.
Because Rafinha is one player that I can tell you outside the thin shot, no be all keepers dey catch am. That boy left, he fit tear am. Then they say Inter Milan goalkeeper, when Inter Milan goalkeeper see Rafinha shot the first shift, make the ball hit by. So one of those things, but I think it was a good win, and I applaud PSG. The same thing I was talking about team spirit. They didn't have to depend on anybody. Imagine a 19-year-old boy scoring Mayolo in a team like PSG.
You
Playing
know,
on okay, so